late on their mortgage, their information becomes public at the courthouse. 73 West Flagler, here in Miami, room 133. Okay? So, if that individual or that party does not reinstate the property or sell it, 3 months later, it'll have an auction sale date. 3 weeks prior to auction, the information becomes public again. So this is the first stage, this is the second stage, and then the third stage is it goes back to the bank, and we know it as bank REOs, bank real estate owned property. Okay? And what I like to start off with is what we call the tax control triangle. So we have certain investments that we can invest in before Uncle Sam takes away our taxes. How many of you guys work for a corporation? Just 1? 2? 3? Most of you, right? I would assume. How many of you guys self-employed? Okay, so less than half. So before Uncle Sam takes away your taxes, so you get a paycheck, if you work for a corporation, before Uncle Sam takes away your taxes, you can invest in a 401k. Okay? If you're a teacher, like Miami-Dade compensates us, and they offer us what's called a tax-sheltered annuity. If you're a teacher, if you work for a non-for-profit organization, you get offered a tax-sheltered annuity. A traditional IRA, and a simplified employer pension plan. When you sell these investments, you pay taxes on the whole thing because it's a before-tax investment. Okay? And then you've got your after-tax investments. So you get a paycheck, Uncle Sam takes away their taxes, and now you can invest in real estate. Mutual funds, annuities, stocks, bonds, CDs, money market accounts. What are CDs paying nowadays? About 3% a year. So if they're paying 3% a year, what's inflation going up by every year? About 3.5%, 3%. So you're making no money investing in a CD right now. Okay? When you sell these investments, you pay taxes on the profits. So it's an after-tax investment, and then you pay taxes on the profits, so you're paying double taxation. When it comes to real estate, there are certain rules. Okay? If it's your primary home and it's a property that you homestead and you live in it for more than 2 years, then you're exempt from paying the capital gains. If you're single, up to $250,000. If you're married, up to $500,000. Okay? Any questions so far?
You sell your primary home and you buy another property and you sell it again. Does that apply?
If you live in it for 2 years and you sell it and you make a capital gain, are you married or you're single? Okay, if you're married and you make a $500,000 capital gain, you don't have to pay taxes on that capital gain. If you live in that second home for 2 years and you sell it again and you make another $500,000, you're exempt from paying $500,000 capital gain.
Once in a lifetime?
No. If it's your primary home and you live in it for 2 years,
2 years.
You have to live in it for 2 years and you have to claim it as your homestead.
Why do you go to live in it?
If you don't live in it, if it's an investment property, then you would have to pay capital gains tax on the gain unless you do what's called a 1031 exchange. Okay? And the way that a 1031 exchange works is, let's say you bought a property, you sold it for $300,000, and you owe $200,000. That's a $100,000 gain. before you sell that property,